जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंस शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंदा श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्री जुता पदकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. We are hearing SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM. We heard Dhruva, because of his duty as a king to punish the miscreants, he was killing many Yakshas. Then Swayambhuva Manu appeared and told him, "You are killing too much. That is not good, such violence for a devotee." So we heard last time, the absolute truth, transcendence, is never subject to the understanding of imperfect sensory endeavor, nor is he subject to direct experience. He is the master of varieties of energies, like the full material energy, and no one can understand his plans or actions. Therefore, it should be concluded that although he is the original cause of all causes, no one can know him by mental speculation. Yesterday we heard he is eternal. With non-eternal senses and with non-eternal mind and intellect, you cannot perceive him. It is impossible. He is beyond that comprehension. There was one boy who was born in a cave. Some say prison house. The point will be same. He never experienced the sun because he was all the time in that cave. So his experience was, if I want to see something, then I need some torch or candle or something to light, then I can see something. Then one day, one man came and he told him, "You come out, I will show you the sun." then that boy was thinking he needs to bring candle with him. He said, yes, I'm coming, just I will bring candle. Then that man told him, no need to bring candle. You don't need candle to see the sun. Then that boy said, no, why you are saying like this? It is my own experience. If I want to see something, I need the help of candle. No, this is different. But boy could not believe. Then forcefully he took him out and he showed him the sun. Then when first time he saw the sun, then he understood, oh, really? There is no need to use candle to see the sun. His sun is already self-illuminated, self-effulgent. He's showing himself and lighting everything by itself. Then he understood what he meant. So like that, we cannot see Supreme Lord with the help of our material sensory endeavor, imperfect. Imperfect senses means this eye cannot see very far, cannot see very close, and ear also can hear only certain sound waves but not the others, and infrared light we cannot see with these eyes, though it exists. So many this imperfection in the senses. So with this sense, with the help of these senses, we cannot see Supreme Lord. Impossible. Then, if you use mind, which is dependent on sense perception, and intellect is categorizing that what he is getting, that is also not possible. That is also non-eternal and imperfect. So there is only one way how to see Supreme Lord is by His grace. His self-effulgent, by His grace, then you can see Him. If you surrender to Him by His grace, you can see Him. Otherwise it is impossible. And like in this world, there are objects, material objects. That is rain coming. That is that sound. Material objects. So we as a subject, we can see those objects. Objects cannot see us because they are objects, but we as a subject can see them. But Supreme Lord is super subjective. Sridhar Maharaj used this explanation. Super subjective means He is beyond us. We are object for Him. He can see us. We cannot see Him. He can see us. He's super subjective. But we can see Him only if He wants, if He reveals Himself, and as much as He wants. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur in some songs he wrote, that suddenly I saw that flash of Leela and I saw, then when I paid more attention, means like giving effort, then it vanished. Means we cannot control that. That is self-revelatory. We cannot catch by our own. When He pleases, He can reveal Himself. And when He wants to disappear, He will go. No one can do anything. So we can only practice Sharanagati, devotional service. Then He will reveal Himself according to His sweet will, and we can get His eternal service by His will. That is why Mahaprabhu was praying, Oi Nanda Tanuja Kinkarang Patitang Mang Vishame Babamudo Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Stita Dhuli Sadrisham Vichintaya. O son of Nanda Maharaj Krishna, I am your eternal servant. But somehow or other I fell into this material world, horrible, Vishame, Babambudo, ocean, that of material existence, I fell. Kripaya, by your causeless mercy, you consider me as your dust particle at your lotus. It means consider me as your servant. You can give me your service. I cannot forcefully get, you can give. So we have to pray. He can give. And He's all merciful. If we are sincere for His service, then He will give through Guru Parampara. Through Guru, He will give service. And ultimately we can get that eternal service from our Swarup, in that eternal Nitya Lila we can get. But it is by His grace. That is the point. Also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote that very nice song on Adi Karama Phale, like how this material existence is so much problematic. Then he sang, Eheno Sumoya Bandhu, Tumi Krishna Kripa Sindhu. Kripa Kori Koro Mole. No, Kripa Toro More Bole. You, out of, at this time, in such dangerous time, Krishna, you are my only hope. You are ocean of mercy. You lift me up. You can do. I cannot. By my own effort, I cannot. And there, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Tabanita Dasamui, Toma Pasuriya, Poriyachi Babar Nabe, Maya Paddahoya, Kripa Kori Koro More, Pada Dhulisama, Tomar Seva Koron, Tomar Sevana. I am your eternal servant. I fell. Now, out of your mercy, you please make me your servant and make me engaged in your service. And then further, he's saying, Prem bina bhyarto daridra jibon, das kori betan more deho prema dhan. Prem bhyarta daridra jibon. Without love for you, Supreme Lord, my life is poor and futile, useless. Prem bina bhyarto daridra jibon. Useless and poor. Someone may have so much money in this world, but he's poor because he has no love for Krishna, so he cannot be happy. What is the use of all that money? Prem bina bhyarto daridra jibon, das kori betan more deho prema dhan. You make me your servant and you engage me in your service, and for my salary you give me prema dhan, the wealth of prema. Because in Bhagavatam you will find bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya. Only devotion can give devotion. Love can give love. Nothing else can give. If you love someone, then you can increase love for him. There is no any other way. Only devotion can give devotion. So, there are 3 stages of devotion. Sadhan bhakti, bhava bhakti and prema bhakti. So, that first stage, sadhan bhakti means this. Kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhava se sadhana vida nitya siddhasya vase prakana hiri sadhita. The sadhana bhakti means to engage your senses in the service of Krishna under the guidance of pure devotee. Then that will manifest that eternal bhav, that nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakatam hridasya, it will manifest in your heart. So by devotional practice in sadhana level, you will come to bhava level of devotion. And from bhava level, you will come to prema. But all is devotion. Sadhana bhakti, all devotion. So we have to start. First there is Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, then Guru Padashray, then Diksha Shiksha, then Bhajana Kriya. So by this Bhajana Kriya, Sadhana Bhakti, we can gradually attain Bhava Bhakti, then Prema Bhakti. Then in Bhava stage, we get direct perception of Krishna, because that already on transcendental plane. But it is not permanent. You get spurti, means revelation for the time being, then again will disappear and like this. But when you enter Lila, then that is different thing. Nachaite putra ka bratur hantaro dhana danuga visarga danayostata punksho devam hi karanam. My dear son, those yakshas who are descendants of Kuber are not actually the killers of your brother. The birth and death of every living entity are caused by the Supreme, who is certainly the cause of all causes. They are instrumental. They were instrumental in killing him, but they were not the cause. Cause is his previous actions, and then according to those actions you get a result when you will have to give up this body, and there will be some like external cause, but that is not the real cause. Our Gurudev told once in Delhi, I remember, that one devotee left his body and his family members, they were crying. He was in hospital before, and those family members, they thought that the doctor made some mistake. That is why that devotee died, means left his body. They did not express it directly, but they were only crying before Gurudev, but he could understand, he could catch. That time he did not say, but in Harikatha he told that according to Bhagavatam and all other scriptures, when the fruits of our prarabdha karma will come to an end. Prarabdha karma means this body. What? Those results of our karma which are already being enjoyed. Already we are reaping that. We are experiencing those results. When that will come to an end, then not a second further you can remain in this body. It will finish. There may be some external reason like accident. Even this may be. It may be like doctor did some mistake. But that is not the real cause why he left body. He left body because the karma, that prarabdha karma's result finished. And you cannot remain 1 second further. So then Gurudev was explaining this that somehow it will happen by old age or by accident or by anything. But the real reason is that. So here also Swayambhuva Manu is telling actually these yakshas, they did not cause death of your son. That was caused by Supreme Lord. He gives the fruits of actions, and this is nature of material existence. Especially this human, means this earthly planet, it is Mrityu Loka. It is the place of death. This nature is like that. In heavenly planets, they don't die, they only fall down after some time again to this Mritya Loka, and in those down also they are suffering, then again they come here. So here is this birth and death, and it is always happening. Always happening. No one can stop it. It is the nature. And Krishna is giving the result. So we cannot fix this problem. Only we can come out of material existence. Already we are eternal, but we are misidentified with this matter. So we have to come out to our real self and enter into Krishna Lila, that is our real life. This is like a diseased life. It is not actual real life, and also it is not fulfilling. You cannot be fully happy. So out of mercy, we thought we will be happy, but cannot. We were attracted by the dazzling appearance of Maya. We thought if I will enjoy, then I will be happy. Like insect, he is attracted by light, so he will enter into fire and will die. Like that, we were attracted by the dazzling appearance of Maya, very shining, very attractive. We wanted to enjoy, thinking we will be happy, but it is not. We die our real life. Similar is one boy. He comes to know about some drugs, and he is in depression and like unfulfilled desire, something. Then he thinks, if I will take those drugs, then I can remove my problems and I can become happy. That is not defect, but he thinks like that. And though mother and other experienced persons, others all are telling, no, taking drug will ruin you. It is very bad. You will not get what you think. But still he does not believe. He thinks, no, I will get. But that is a fact that he cannot get. So when he will start taking drugs, then for the moment period, he may feel some forgetfulness of these problems and some things, but then gradually he will become addicted and lose health and lose money, lose character, everything, and ultimately he will die. He will ruin his life totally because of that illusion that it will give me what I want. Like that, Maya is like that. It is illusion. So we are trying, but it is not possible. So fortunately, Krishna, seeing our foolishness, our mistake, he appears in this world or sends his own personal associate to rescue us from this illusion. We are going in wrong direction. Our Gurudev used to say, right about turn. Means full 108 degrees. Now you are going that direction. You have to right about turn. Means totally opposite direction. You have to go towards Krishna, not away from him, into Maya. Then you will lose everything. You will die. So this Mrityu Loka, there is birth and death, and old age and disease, and threefold afflictions, all the time suffering. So this is not desirable life. And Krishna is giving result to teach us this is not. And by Maya, he is slapping us. That is out of affection also. That suffering is Krishna's mercy, out of affection, to make us understand the real nature of our actions. What is the real result? Someone thinking, yes, I will take drug, everything will be okay. No, you'll get that result. So I'm also thinking I will be happy, but I get slapped. And by sadhu and guru and shastra, he's giving adoration. He's inviting you to come for the service of Krishna. That is his mercy. Then ultimately, if we accept, then we can come out from this diseased life. Then we can enter healthy life, and that is happy life. There was one, it is a real story, when I was in our Delhi mat. Then one day on evening arati, one Western man, like maybe 50 years old, he came. I never saw him before. He just came and he was standing little from the side and looking very like surprised, like this. I was observing who is he, why he is, because it was like no one there of foreign. So then next day again he came, and then on third day I asked him, where are you from? And he said, I'm from Germany. Then little we spoke. Then he told me little, then gradually when we spoke little more and more, then I told him, I saw you on first day, why you were so surprised looking? You felt something strange or what? Then he said, actually, I was in Germany and I had a job, I had one girlfriend, and I was having happy life. But then, one after another, first I lost job, then also that girlfriend left me. Then I thought, what is the use of this life? I was suffering so much. Then I was thinking, if I will take drugs, then my problems will be solved. So then I started taking drugs, this heroin, cocaine, this heavy stuff. Then he said, but my problems were not solved. And I was afraid, more and more afraid and trembling like this. So I decided there is no any hope, there is no use, anything, I will commit suicide. And he said, but I wanted to see India, and in India I will commit suicide. And he told me I had that particular date, on which date I will commit suicide and how, everything. But in that hotel where I was staying in Paharganj, there was one tea shop down, and that owner, we became little friends. Then he said, there is one place here near, there is Arati going on, so you can come with me. I'm sometimes going there to see Arati. You come with me. You said you want to see India. So then he took him to our mat. And that German man, he told me, when I entered mat and that in the temple room and Arati is going, then suddenly I felt some happiness from within. And I got hope that there is like such kind of life also, happy life. I felt that when entering there. And those my thoughts that I will finish my life, they vanished from my mind. They went away. I was hopeful because I felt that happiness. That is why I was surprised. I came to India to finish my life. I never thought that anything like this would exist. But when I was feeling that time I was surprised. What is this? He never felt anything like that. Then slowly he was coming. Then I took him to Gurudev also, and he liked our Gurudev. And then he also started chanting and reading Bhagavad Gita. And like this, he went with us to Chandigarh also. He totally changed. So that is Krishna's mercy. So it is not only like birth, death, all suffering, all this. That is diseased life. And you cannot solve this problem by taking drugs. But by Krishna Bhakti, you can get hope and you can get real life. That is what we want. Sa eva vishwam srijati, sa eva vati hanti cha, atapi hyana hankaran, najjate guna karma bih. The Supreme Personality of Godhead creates this material world, maintains it, and annihilates it in due course of time. But because he is transcendental to such activities, he is never affected by ego in such action or by the modes of material nature. He has no this material ego, and he is not affected by material nature. He is in charge. That does not influence him, but he is, according to his sweet will, he is making this pastime of creating, maintaining, and then destroying, and again like this. And conditioned souls, they are doing this like a drama theater that is not their real self. They are having dress. I am man, I am woman, I am American, I am Chinese, I am dog, I am cow. All these are dresses. It's not our real real self, real roles. We are only playing like a drama theater, and then we die and again change dress and these things. So this is going on. But this is not happy life. It is not eternal life and not happy life. So Krishna also comes and sends his own person to rescue us from this illusion. Esha bhutani bhutatma bhutesho bhuta bhavanaha svashaktya maya yukta srijati ati champati cha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the super soul of all living entities. He is the controller and maintainer of everyone. Through the agency of his external energy, he creates, maintains, and annihilates everyone. Both in this material world and in spiritual world, both. There is that verse in Upanishad, Nityo Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitananam, Eko Bahunam Jo Vidadhati Kaman. Krishna, God, Bhagavan, Supreme Lord, or Super Soul, Paramatma, he is chief eternal among many eternals. Nityo Nityanam, he is eternal, one, singular, among many eternals. And he is Chaitanas Chaitananam. He is one conscious among many conscious beings. He is the chief, and he is one, others are many. And this one, Eko Bahunam Jo Vidadhati Kaman. This one maintains or fulfills the desires of others. Those conditioned souls who are in this material world, it is Krishna who is maintaining us. Everyone. He is giving air, water, food, everything he is giving. He is giving us strength that we can work, and he is giving us results. Everything he is maintainer. Without him, no one can independently do anything and get nothing. So in this material world, he is maintainer, and in spiritual world also he is maintainer, in the sense he gives that prema and he gives service. By service of Krishna, they are sustaining their life in spiritual realm, but he is giving. So we are always dependent on him, but we have relative independence, however small it is, because we are small particle of consciousness, so also small relative independence there, but it is a big effect of it. You can choose to enjoy Maya and suffer all the time, or you can choose to serve your eternal master and you are happy all the time. This is the difference. We have to make this choice. No one else can do instead of us. Krishna can do, but he does not do, because if he forcefully interferes with our relative independence, then we will be like a matter, not living entity. And there is no happiness for him nor for us. So voluntarily you have to submit to him and serve him, then you will be benefited. Krishna and Guru and Vaishnava Shastra, they only inspire us, but they cannot force us, and we have to do it. We have to accept and do. Tam eva mrityum amritam tata devam sarvatma no pehi jagat parayanam yasmai balim vishva srijo haranti gavo yatha vai nasi dama yantritaha. My dear boy Dhruva, please surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the ultimate goal of the progress of the world. Everyone, including the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, is working under his control. Just as a bull, prompted by a rope in its nose, is controlled by its owner. This I don't like in English language. Bull in our language is male and cow is female. And in Sanskrit also, bull is male and cow is female, but in English it is it. It's controlled by its owner. But he. So everyone is under control of Krishna. In this world and in spiritual world, everywhere. In this material world, we cannot do anything independently. We get this body by His will, we get strength, we lose strength by His will. We do work, we get result, everything. And according to your karma, you have to get the result. You cannot do just freely. If you, like in this world, if you are free, you can move around. But if you kill someone, that crime, they will put you in prison, and then your movement is restricted. You cannot freely move. Like that, according to our karma, we are restricted in our movement, what we can do, and which species of life, what we can do. Like tree cannot move. Animal, those four-legged animals, they cannot stand up and walk. They cannot pick up fruits. Like this. So many restrictions here in this material. Like as a human, we cannot fly. As bird you can fly, but as human you cannot fly. That limitation means like this. With air flight you can fly, but then that flight also can fall down. But birds, they can fly and they don't fall down. So we are controlled. And in spiritual world also we are controlled by that attraction to Krishna. But of course that is sweet. That attraction, bhajaniya guna vishishta. Supreme Lord is such that whoever comes in contact with Him, he cannot but, due to attraction, love Him, serve Him. Automatically it is going on. So we are also controlled by that prema to Him. We are controlled. And Krishna, you know, He's playing flute. When He plays flute, then no one can do anything. All come under control of that sound. So sweet sound that everyone is controlled. Even Jamuna, she starts flowing in another direction. Or she stops. And trees, they're in ecstasy. And all cowherd boys and gopis under control of Krishna. Yah panchavarsho jananim tvam vihaya matu sapatnya vachasa bhina marma vanam gata stapasa pratyakaksham aradya lebe murdni padam trilokyah. My dear Dhruva, at the age of only 5 years, you were very grievously afflicted by the words of your mother's co-wife, and you very boldly gave up the protection of your mother and went to the forest to engage in the yogic process for realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As a result of this, you have already achieved the topmost position in all the three worlds. So he's telling, my dear Dhruva, you surrender unto that Supreme Lord. He's the ultimate attainment, ultimate goal. And all you did when you were 5 years old, that yogic process, that was not that Ashtanga Yoga, only some parts of Ashtanga Yoga, because in Satya Yuga that was possible. Now in Kali Yuga it is not possible. He did asana to control his body. He did pranayama to control his mind. Then, according to the description of, and also he was eating less and less, and according to the description of Narad Goswami, he meditated on the form of Supreme Lord, and also by that mantra he also installed Diti, and he was worshipping Diti and hearing Harikatha, and in this way, by that process, he ultimately attained darshan of Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord was pleased with him by his devotional practice, so he appeared. So Dhruva became a pure devotee, so that is the highest position one can attain. Like Satan, he's telling, it is better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. But devotees, they say just the opposite. It is better to serve in heaven than to reign in hell. And that Ram Krishna mission, they were saying, this Gauriya Mat, they are propagating, because they are Mayavadis, they said they are propagating the slave mentality, Gauriya Mat. Slave mentality is very bad. But Prabhupada in Bangladesh, in Dhaka, he gave title to his Harikatha on one public program. Gauriya Mat stands for the dignity of human society, for the dignity. Because Supreme Lord is so high. If you are his servant, then that is highest position, higher than anything possible, because he is so high. So being a servant of him is the highest possible position attainable. Our Parangurudev also, he wrote one article on Nityananda Trayodashi, and he sent to be published. There he said that Supreme Lord is highest, but those devotees who by their love controlled even Supreme Lord, what is their position? No one can say. They are highest. But ordinary people, they cannot understand the dignity of a real devotee. That is why they ridicule or criticize, but they are only trampling their good fortune under their feet. Means they are harming themselves by that. So that is the highest. Also when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Raya Ramananda, what is the greatest fame? Then Raya Ramananda said the greatest fame is to become a pure devotee of Krishna. That is most glorious position. So as a result of this, you have already achieved the topmost position in all the three worlds. It is better to serve in heaven than to reign in hell. Tam enam angatmani mukta vigrahe vyapashritam nirgunam ekam aksharam atmanam anvicha vimuktam atmadrik yasmin idam bhedam asat pratiyate. My dear Dhruva, please, therefore, turn your attention to the Supreme Person, who is the infallible Brahman, means supreme spirit or truth. Face the Supreme Personality of Godhead in your original position, Sarup. And thus, by self-realization, you will find this material differentiation to be merely flickering. He's Yaksha, he's my brother, he's American, he's Indian, he's Slovenian, he's dog, he's cat, he's horse. That you will not see. When you get self-realization and supreme knowledge, you will not see like that. Then here Sai Maharaj is giving that verse from Gita, Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atmana Shochati Nakangshati Samach Sarveshu Bhuteshu. You will see all living entities equally. In the sense, they are all spirit souls and they all are eternal servants of Krishna. These material differentiations are flickering, means non-eternal, unreal. So you cannot fight based on that. But this Samadarshan, our Gurudev spoke in Harikatha, is not so easy. There was one brahmachari in Kolkata. He used to collect for the service of Bhagavan. He went from house to house and begged something for the service of Mahaprabhu to give Sukriti to them. So there was one house where husband was very much against, but wife was inclined to serve. So that wife told the brahmachari, you come at particular time only. When my husband will not be at home, I will give you some money, rice, these things. At that time only you come. So he was coming. But one day, husband was at home due to some reason. Then that brahmachari came and immediately that husband, that man, he attacked that brahmachari. Oh, brahmachari, you came here, you think you are sadhu. Only by taking saffron cloth, you think you are sadhu. Sadhu should have samadarshan, equal vision. You see, I am eating on this plate together with my dog. I and my dog, we are eating from same plate. Samadarshan, equal vision. Can you do that? Only by taking saffron cloth you think you can become sadhu? Samadarshan should be there. That equal vision. Then that brahmachari became afraid and he left. Then he told to Gurudev what was happening. Then Gurudev said that was not Samadarshan. Samadarshan is not so easy because that man, he saying I am man and this is dog. So where is Samadarshan? I am man, he is dog, and we are eating together. Samadarshan means you see they're all spirit souls and they all belong to Krishna. That kind of Samadarshan is real, and that is not so easy to achieve. You need to do bhajan and by the grace of Krishna to realize that. So immediately it was proved that is not Samadarshan because he's seeing man and he's seeing dog. So because Gurudev is a realized soul, so immediately he found defect and he explained what is real Samadarshan. So here Swayambhuva Manu is telling you face to Supreme Lord in your Swarup. I am eternal servant of Krishna. Then you can realize that these material differences, they are unreal, flickering, temporary. Reality is their souls. So, samach sarveshu bhuteshu. When one comes to that platform, then he can get mad bhaktim labhate param, that pure devotion one can get. Tvam pratyakatmani tada bhagavatyananta anandamatra upapana samasta shakto bhaktim vidhaya paramam shanakair avidya grantim vibetyasi mamaham iti prarudham. Thus regaining your natural position and rendering service unto the Supreme Lord, who is the all-powerful reservoir of all pleasure and who lives in all living entities as the Super Soul, you will very soon forget the illusory understanding of I and mine. Once, our Srila Turyashrami Maharaj in Kolkata Mat, he was explaining something to me. Then he said, this is this Stul Sharir and Linga Sharir and Swabhavik Sharir. In Bengali means Stul Sharir means this gross body, physical body made of 5 material elements, and Linga Sharir, subtle body made of mind, intelligence and false ego. But this word he then used, Stul Sharir, Linga Sharir, Swabhavik Sharir, means natural body. Natural body means that which is your original form, that is spiritual form, who you are, your Swarup or Siddha Deha. But he uses Swabhavik Sharir because that is who we are, really, that is nature. This gross and subtle body, they are imposition, like a dress. It's not your natural. So here, Swambhu Manu is saying, you regain your natural position and render service unto Supreme Lord, and he is residing in the heart of every living entity. Those who attain the stage of Nishta, Trinadapi Sunichana Tarorapi Sahisnana Amanina Mana Dena Kirtana Sadahuri. Why they do Amanina Mana Dena? They offer respect to everyone because they feel the presence or see the presence of Supreme Lord in the heart of everyone. Because of that. Otherwise you cannot. To everyone. They may be devotee, non-devotee, doesn't. But Krishna is inside their heart, so he gives respect. He feels that. And also that Jiva is related to Krishna, so it has value. So he gives respect to all. And does not desire any respect for himself. Because he knows Supreme Lord is only enjoyer, master, everything. And owner. What respect I can demand? I myself belong to him. What opulence I can have, or what anything. Everything is his. So, when you will turn to Supreme Lord, then by his grace, that illusion will be removed. Devi Hesha Gunamaya Mama Durateya Mameva Je Prapadyante Mayametan Trantite. That illusion will be removed by the grace of Supreme Lord. Then you cannot think anymore in the terms of I am this body and mine. All these things, this is my house, this is my wife, these are my children, this is my car, my money, my bank account, this mine, that you cannot think in that way. I and mine in material sense. Then you will realize I am eternal servant of Krishna, I am his potency, I belong to him. Everything belongs to him. What is mine? Nothing is mine, and I am not this body. This illusion can be removed only by this rendering service unto Supreme Lord. Then by his grace, that illusion will be removed and you can see the presence of Supreme Lord in every living entity. Samyachara sam bhadram te pratipam shreyasam param shrutena bhuya sarajan agadena yatha mayam. My dear king, just consider what I have said to you, which will act as medicinal treatment upon disease. Control your anger, for anger is the foremost enemy on the path of spiritual realization. I wish all good fortune for you. Please follow my instructions. See, this is cure, medicine for your disease. Disease is this anger. And this anger originates from kama. Kama originates from false ego. I and mine, and then I have to fight with others, and I have to, something is obstacle to fulfillment of my desire from others, then I think they're the cause of my unhappiness, so I'm angry and I want to kill. So this kind of anger, due to illusory perception, that is bad. Though Dhruva did not have such, but Swayambhuva Manu is giving us this teaching through Dhruva, that such wrong anger, that is very bad, and it will pull you down into more suffering. Krishna told in Gita that kama krodha bijayate, krodha that bismriti, then ultimately that is pranashyati, you will be destroyed by anger. So you do surrender to Supreme Lord, you serve Him, then you can kill this enemy of spiritual realization, this anger. There are only few verses till the end of this chapter. I will read. Yeno pa srishtat purushal loka udvijate brisham na buddhastat vasham gachet ichan abhayam atmana. A person who desires liberation from this material world should not fall under the control of anger, because when bewildered by anger, one becomes a source of dread for all others. You will cause trouble to others, and that you will get yourself after. Helanam girisha bratur dhana dasya tvaya kritam ya jaghi jagnivan punya janan bratri gnan iti amashritaha. My dear Dhruva, you thought that the Yakshas killed your brother, and therefore you have killed great numbers of them. But by this action you have agitated the mind of Lord Shiva's brother Kuvera, who is the treasurer of the demigods. Please note that your actions have been very disrespectful to Kuvera and Lord Shiva. Tam prasadaya vatsashu sanatya prashra yoktibhi nayavan mahatam teja kulam no bhi bhavishyati. For this reason, my son, you should immediately pacify Kuvera with gentle words and prayers, and thus his wrath may not affect our family. Evam swayambhuvah pautram anashasya manur dhruvam tena bhi vanditah sakam rishi bih swapuram yayo. Thus Swayambhuva Manu, after giving instruction to Dhruva Maharaj, his grandson, received respectful obeisances from him. Then Lord Manu and the great sages went back to their respective homes. But as we will see later, Kuver, because he is also devotee, he did not see fault in Dhruva. as you will see. Because all the time we are getting this teaching here, you will see what will come. Tomorrow there is, I think, disappearance of two Vaishnavas, so we will hear about them. Then later on we will continue this topic. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango, Gandharvika Giridhari Jiv ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango, Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Panchatatatmak Shri Gaura Hri ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango, Shri Radha Nayananath Jiv ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. Jai Patit Pavan Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Parang Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guruvare ki Jai. Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashanakari Shri Nrishingadev ki Jai. Jai Shri Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Jai Shri Dhruva Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Shri Swayambhuva Manu ki Jai. Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Samagata Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Gaur Pramanande Hari Bol. Thank you all. Dandavat Pranam. Hari Bol.